Episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 21 in career mode, and as you can see here, we have a well, it is a Hanata Moon Mark 1 1999, but we all know it is a Mitsubishi Eclipse. It's a sport model. I was going to do this car at the end of last episode, but we'd already done almost 2 hours with the streams, so I just thought I'd keep this for, this episode. So let's get straight into it. Let's have a look what this moon needs. Right, I remember this one needed quite a bit of work. Right. Cam gear A. I4B, I think. And tomorrow I will be uploading a video as well. It will be a Dirt Rally 2. Dirt Rally vid. Right, what was I looking for now? Cam gear a camshaft. Right, then. Let's get what the customer wants me to get. Cam gear a. If you guys are wondering why my voice probably sounds a bit more high pitched or sounds a bit weird, I am got a bit of a stuffy nose at the moment and all that. So basically just got a cold. So yeah, that answers the question, if any of you were wondering. Right, we need to get a camshaft for this thing. No, I4. Clutch plate. This thing needs a lot of work, because I'm gonna really have to tear down this engine, but it's not gonna be as easy as it is on sandbox mode, because I cannot take the engine out because we haven't unlocked this room yet. Plus I'm not gonna buy this early into the career, because it will drain all my money, because I think, there we go. Extension, I don't know if that's the extension. Oh no, that's just the tools. Yeah, but I think that it comes under that. But anyway, clutch plate and crank. So get that clutch plate, and we need crank bearings as well. Crank bearing caps. Let's have a look. 3 of them bad boys. So I'm guessing, well, I'm gonna have a read now of what's wrong. Hello, I saw that you've got quite good reviews, and I thought that you'll surely handle my problem. I've been to a few experts already. The things that each expert said and didn't, that should go. Oh yeah. I'm trying to read this for you guys. Didn't match up at all. Of course, the problem is still there. It boils down to the constant banging. It's unbearable, and the gearbox isn't working properly after the last repair. After a week, changing gear became a nightmare. Please check it and try to fix any problems. I'm counting on your honesty. It's the last chance for my car. If this doesn't do the trick, I'll have no other option but to get rid of it. Anyway, let me know what happens. Right, so basically backstory of this car that I know now. He's taken this car to other professionals. They've all said different things, and I'm like his last option, or her last option, to get this car sorted for her. So, or him, I should say. So, let's save this car for this person. Front drive shaft, front sway bar. Don't get me wrong, this car does need a lot of work, and if this was a project it would take a while maybe, because it's not in the best of conditions with the body either, so, but it wouldn't be a problem. So sway bar, I forgot, that's the problem here, I keep forgetting. Front drive shaft and front sway bar, no problem at all. That's axle. Front drive shaft there is. And we need a front sway bar. There is. Yep. So far I've spent quite a bit, because if I remember rightly, I had up over 17,000 CR, so, you know, I've gone down a bit, you know, a few £100 so far. So 2 ignition coils. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, this definitely, it goes really far into the internals. Luckily for me, I don't have to change the crankshaft, so I don't have to strip the engine down to just the block basically. So yeah, that's just lucky. Still quite a big job, so I need to get 2 pistons, which I'm dreading to see the actual state of this engine. Get 2 of these, 2 new shiny ones. Obviously I'm not gonna buy any of the upgraded parts unless the customer wants me to upgrade the car at least a bit. 3 rod caps, rear sway bar A. So rear sway bar A and 3 rod caps. So let's get the rod caps first. Yeah, get the rear sway bar then. So the clunking is probably to do with the sway bars and all the other suspension components that are broke, but could be coming from the engine as well. And obviously gearbox would be to do with his clutch, because his clutch, it needs a bit of changing. But yeah, get it all sorted now, and then we get some money. Hopefully this bumps us up over 20,000 CR, because the more money the better. Because I want to try maybe this stream to at least try and look for a project car to actually work on in the career mode. So I've got 3 rod caps. I need to get, oh, I got them though, didn't I? I got the rod caps. This is the rubber bushings now, and by looks there's quite a few I need to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 rubber bushings, pretty much most rubber bushings on the car. I mean, I actually haven't seen the underneath or seen the engine bay of this yet. I've literally just seen the outside. 2 spark plugs. Right, no problem. Did see 2 wheel hub bearings as well, so grab them. Electronic shop. Let's get the 2 spark plugs for this car now, and then it's timing chain. So now that I know the time, some of the timing parts need changing, I'm gonna guess that the timing of this car went out, caused the valves to hit the pistons, crack the pistons maybe and damage the rest of the engine. But obviously this game ain't that realistic, but I'm just trying to guess what happened. So first things first, let's get this up in the air, drain all of his oil out, whatever's left of it. But I'm now actually going to see the state of the car from underneath. And first things first, right, that oil looks pretty clean, but obviously I'm going to have to take it out anyway, because I need to take the oil pan off and get to the caps. So let's get the crank caps out so I can replace them. So there's one, let's replace this one now. Yep, already started this job nice and strong with one of the main parts of keeping the engine together, especially the bearing caps. One of the main things though to cause catastrophic failure as well, so like the crank bearings or the rod cap bearings could go and causes a rod knock then, or just for the engine to seize, to be honest. You know, either way your engine's buggered after that one. Right, just doing that to get a rough idea of which one is he changing altogether. So take these rod caps off these two pistons that need changing. I'm not going to put them back on. I'm not going to put the new ones back on until I change the pistons. So I will have to remove the head, the cylinder head, and but everything pretty much, belts and all that. I can replace this one rod cap for now though, because this piston and con rod doesn't need changing yet. So at least the person that owns this has two pistons working. Right, now that I've fixed the one rod cap, I can unmark that and we can start working on the rest of things. So let's get the wheels off so I can get the drive shafts off to get the actual, well, to get the axles off to get the proper drive shaft off. Not sure as well if, oh yeah, it is these bearings at the front that need changing, I think. Both front bearings, because I can change them right now, right here. Pretty much at the moment everything's falling into place with this job. It's running smoothly. Luckily as well, it's not, you know, a big engine and it don't got many parts to take off and remember to put back on and all that, you know. Let's take the drive shaft off. Right, starter, can I? Oh, right, no problem. I need to go to the engine bay now to remove the starter. So what I'll do then is I'll raise the car back up on the lift again. So take the gearbox off to get at the flywheel, because the flywheel needs changing and the clutch plate. Right, I'm actually surprised. You know, besides all the parts that do need changing, the rest of the car is in a really good condition. Obviously, I know there is 10 rubber bushings that do need changing on this car, but like I was saying, just you know, I'm really surprised with how, like, it is in a bad condition, but at the same time in a good condition then, basically. But obviously, it's not the hardest of jobs. The jobs, I think, get harder as we go further into the career. But that's just normal. That's the progress system and all that. Right, new clutch plate and flywheel in now, so there will be no difficulty with changing gears or anything like that, no. Hopefully no clunking as well. But I got a feeling with the clunking is down to the anti-roll bars, or the sway bars, whatever you like to call them. I just call them anti-roll bars because I'm from the UK. You know, sway bars, you know, they're all the same thing. Let's get rid of all the old parts that I've already taken off, that I don't need no more. Might as well replace the sway, the anti-roll bar whilst I'm here as well. And I'll probably start with the rubber bushings at the front. I'll only do the rubber bushings at the front that need changing. And then obviously when I've done what needs to be done with the engine, I'll move the way to the back to put the anti-roll bar on the back, replace that one. And then I can replace if there's any rubber bushings that need replacing on the back then. Right. Rubber bushings. Just highlight all them. So straight away, the subframe, all 4 bushings for the subframe need changing. I think the rest are for the back. Yeah. Rest are for the rear of the car. Take these 2 out and replace them with brand new shiny, and ones that don't have any wear or tears or anything like that on them. Getting on to the last one now on the front, and we move on to the engine then, because I will put the front wheels back on because they have no need to be off. So straight away guys, we've done quite a bit already to this car. You know, a few rubber bushings done and all that. Not many parts to go now. Cam gear, you know, that needs changing. Ignition coil. I'm gonna have to take all 4 of them out anyway, because I need to take the head off to get the pistons. Put these bolts back in. Right, lower it on the lift now. So we start working on this engine, is it? Alright, straight away I'm going to take the timing cover on this side off. So I can dismember this side of the timing. Obviously the chain and that cam gear is going to need changing, but I will get to that. Main focus right now is changing those 2 pistons that need replacing. So I've got to pretty much strip the top end of the engine down. Bottom end, well, oil pan's off, and I've stripped, you know, the rod caps. I've taken the rod caps off that I needed to take off. I replaced the one already. Take the rocker cover off now, so I can get those camshaft caps. Also I need to remove the spark plugs. I know 2 of these spark plugs do need changing. Oh, and it seems to be the 2 middle ones, because I think the 2 middle ignition coils needed changing as well. So by the looks of it, middle pistons, the 2 in the middle, are the ones that have caused this engine to absolute fry itself. Because it seems to be just the middle of the engine that it has been the problem then, basically. Yeah, so this car could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. Like, everything could need change. Like, I think the most I'll have to do to an engine is when it comes to changing the crankshaft. Because with the crankshaft, you have to strip down the whole engine and, well, just basically down to the block. Right. Let's get this manifold off now. Get the last 3 caps off. I think I already have a few cars outside the garage as well. Like a few other jobs to be done after I finish this one. But this is one of the big jobs, is like a story job. Right. I don't have to take the alternator off or the power steering pump. So that's good. Shouldn't have to take the water pump off either, because I think the water pump is a bit lower down. Yeah, luckily I can get away with not removing the water pump, which is always a good thing. I need to take that pulley off though, so I can get the head off. Oh, there's me thinking I couldn't remove that camshaft, I mean. That was surprisingly fast, that teardown was. Putting everything back together would be pretty quick as well now. So let's get these new pistons in. Piston rings didn't need changing at all. I forgot to put the starter back in. I can just basically just put the head back on now and put everything back in tidy. Start off with the exhaust side, putting the manifold back on and put the turbo back in. Right. Replace that bad camshaft as well. I've already replaced that. Get the intake side on. Don't forget the individual injectors as well. That's one thing I used to forget when making these engines, because I think this engine is the BFM. Yeah, it's the inline 4 dual overhead cam BFM. You can tell I've played this game quite a lot, to be honest, because it's just a game I've always liked playing. It's like a chill game, but you can do pretty much, well, mainly whatever you want to the car as well. Right, I know I need to replace this. Brand new chain as well. I already bought a chain for it, so it's no problem at all. Should be able to put the cover back on as well now. No problem. So that's this side of the engine completely done. Like this end. This end is completely done. Everything. Flywheel, clutch plate. Obviously timing's done on this side as well now. Is literally just putting the caps back on, putting the sparks back in, obviously replacing the ones that needed replacing. Right. Obviously everything takes like so long at the moment because I haven't unlocked all the perks yet, like all the like faster screw-in pace and all that, like replacing parts faster and all that, and moving quicker. See, it is a lot slower compared to sandbox mode. Right, I can put, if the two middle spark plugs needed replacing, and those are the two middle ones, put those ones back in. I'll double check now though on the list, because if not then I'll just have to, you know, swap some over, put the rock cover back on, and all I have to do now is the cam gear needs to be reinstalled. Idler pulleys as well. Timing belt. See, this engine is not the biggest of engines. It doesn't got you know, a load of pieces and parts. So, like I said, this has been a pretty fast job to do, because it's easy to work on this car. Right, I think it's the two middle ignition coils need to... Did I need to replace ignition coils? Yes, I did. I didn't buy them. I thought I bought ignition coils. Okay then, no problem. You just sell all these old parts that are not needed. Ignition coil. Buy two of them. Right, there we go then. I thought I bought two of them already, but clearly I didn't. Yeah, so sorry about my voice today, guys. I have got a bit like a sore throat coming, so 270 horsepower this is putting out. Well, it was putting out. It's not putting that much out now. Right. That should be, I was gonna say, that should literally be everything done. Obviously I need to put rod caps back in. But other than that, might as well unmark those two rod caps because I know which ones need changing. So I did put the ignition coils and the spark plugs in the right place, so that's always good news. I don't have to take them apart no more. I need to lift it back up again now so I can get the caps in, the rod caps, and I can put the oil pan back on, lower the car again, and refill the engine with oil. Luckily I didn't need to take the water pump off to get to the head off, so I didn't need to drain the coolant at all. So, you know, even though it would probably be like a 1 minute job or like a few second job, you know, quicker the better. Plus I didn't have to spend a little bit more money, because you actually lose money for refilling fluids, but obviously you have to buy more fluids. Right, fill this right the way up. Yeah, 20. See how that cost me just to refill the engine with oil. Question is, can I do this? No, I can't do this without taking the rims off. Well, the wheels off, I should say. Right, there's that one off. Get to this one now. Yeah, right. This one's off. I can get to the drop links now on the rear, so I can take the sway bar off. Or the anti-roll bar, I mean. Right. That's the rear anti-roll bar done. Just need to replace the rubber bushings that you're changing now. Which I think is the subframe. Yeah, and the bushings that are in the suspension arm. Should be able to put the wheel back on as well after I change these bushings. And I think that's this car done. After I change these bushings and put the wheels back on. Hopefully I get paid a lot for this job, because it has been a decently big job. You know, I'm hoping to get almost 20,000 CR, or maybe more, because that would be nice. Right. I don't know if I haven't bought another perk yet, because I think I leveled up. But I think that was the last episode I leveled up. And I think I'd already bought a perk. So obviously I can't now. Right, last two rubber bushings now, and then I should be able to put the wheel back on. Well, I could have put the wheel back on anyway, because rubber bushings don't affect the wheel at all. With it being on or off, the wheel really doesn't care. But obviously with the anti-roll bar and the drop links, it cared. Right, let's see how much I get paid for this. Oh, that is perfect. So we now have 20,717 CR points, leveled up as well, so I'll be able to buy another perk. Got crate, mystery crate. Okay, bonus points. Oh, another barn map location. Barn location map. I have 4 of these now, so when it comes to actually finding a project car, it will be fairly easy. Ah, see, I must have leveled up twice and didn't buy any perks, unless the perk points, the skill points, have increased now that I've gone up another level. Because as you've got the levels, the skill points, the amount of skill points you get per level increases. So hopefully that's the case. Ability, nah, I don't really need any of that. I'd say, yeah, screwing speed would probably be the best at the moment. With that done and said, no. Oh, there we go. We can get this bad boy in and get another job. Might as well do the 35. Oh, and it matters black, just like the one we did on sandbox mode. I didn't realize. Not gonna do another story mission. One is changing. They're both the same. Might as well get this one since it was the first one on there, which is a Tesla. Right, so we got this Ferrari. Well, I like to say it's a Ferrari anyway, because it says an F50. It looks more like an F50, could be an F40. Oh, this literally just needs the typical replacing, you know, the typical job this is now. Well, becoming the typical job, any brakes. ABS module, caliper, 2 pads. Module, caliper and 2 pads. No problem. Well, since I'm already on the electronics shop, get that. I need 1 caliper and 2 pads. I'm not going to earn much from this job because it's literally really small one. Now, if it was this car and I need to do stuff to the engine, it'd be a whole different story. Right, cooling. Right, I can access the ABS module now. Replace this dusty, crusty, rusty one. And then I can get onto the pads and the caliper then that do need changing. Right, yes, 2 pads and 1 caliper. So pad front, pad at back, and caliper at back. Alright, no problem. Not a problem at all, my friend. Not a problem. Righty then. Let's get this wheel off so I can get the brake pad. Get this caliper off. Yeah, that pad has seen better days. I mean, the whole brake system looks like it's seen better days. This is probably in worse condition than the Hinata Muno, well, Mitsubishi Eclipse really, but it's the game's version, so they can't use the actual name. Yeah, but this is in worse condition. Like, get the pads off of the list, because I don't need to do them ones no more. Right, it's literally just the caliper now and the pad on the back. Yeah, nice, quick and easy job. Becoming quite a common job as well on this career mode. Ah, I see what I've done wrong. I see what I've done wrong. I accidentally put the new caliper on the front instead of putting the old caliper back on the front. Easy mistake. I've done that a few times, so it's not my first. Right, let's get. Oh, make sure now that this is the right one. Good guess it's that one. Gonna guess the smaller one's the one that goes at the front. I mean, let me take this one off to make sure what size this is, because the bigger ones could be at the front actually. That's another mistake I also make. No, definitely 245s on the front. No problem. 245s on the front, so I got it right the first time. I can actually go back to what I was trying to do now. Right, pad's been replaced. I just need to put the brand new caliper on, and then put the wheel back on, and then this job completed. See, nice and quick and an easy one. But the only problem is with the quick ones, you don't get paid as much. I doubt I'll get paid barely anything for this. Oh, actually, I don't know. Quite decent profit. I'd say 400 CR profit, maybe. But like I said, you know, it's barely anything. Right, I'm not going to do the R35. The SRT was in the garage before the R35, which is not a problem at all. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm not going to do that because it literally just needs fluids, I bet. The ram's going to be the other job I take. Even though the ones are kind of seg, but I'm not going to get paid much because it's literally just change it. Like this then. I'll be lucky to get paid about 100 CR for this. So power steering and windshield washer fluid. Just needs refilling, that's all. Nothing hard. Nothing, you know, is the easiest job to do on this game. Actually, you know, I'm gonna change my guess of how much I'm gonna get paid. Maybe 50 CR if I'm lucky, or even less. We'll have a look now. Oh, there we are, 52 CR. So I was pretty close. Pretty close with that one. See, that one, yeah, there was no point me even doing that job because, you know, didn't get paid much at all. Right, that's the put this garage entrance A, because that'll be the next one to go in garage. I can also get another job on the go. Right, suspension. Right, I thought it said put new engine in then. I was saying mad. Because I haven't got an engine stand yet at all. None of that yet. Start from scratch. Obviously. Right, so we got a 35. See what it needs doing. Right. 2 inner tie rods, 1 outer tie rod, a wheel hub bearing, a sway bar, rear end link. Right, so suspension then basically. 2 inners, 1 outer. I got a feeling I've got that the wrong way around. Oh no, 2 inners, 1 outer. I did that completely right. Wheel hub bearing and end link. There we go. Just gotta replace them all now. So 2 front wheels will have to be removed so I can get the tie rods. Oh, plus the one wheel's gonna have to get taken off anyway. Or removed, I mean. So I can get this this bearing. Just get the drive axle out. Get this rusty bearing out. Put a new shiny one and a free moving one back in. Right, let's get on to the tie rod problem now. Right, start off with this side, because the outer tie rod on this side needs changing as well. Whereas the other side is literally just the inner tie rod. Whoa. Almost messed up then. Right, here we go. And put the wheel back on this side now, and then after to the front, I've got to move to the back to do literally just one thing. And that's it, but it's got to be done. So this 35, pretty much to do with the handling and just suspension components, except for the bearing. I'd count that more to do with driving. Right, get rid of them. Yeah, it's literally just the rear end link now, which is on this side. I've got to be fair, I do like these R35s, mind. I've always liked these R35s, but personally I think, I don't know, the 34 I like more. I think I like the 34 more. Don't know why. It looks better. Tuning capabilities probably a lot better as well on the R34, depending on what model you get though. Right, that's that done. Tesla, huh? Just getting loads of jobs on the go. Right, that one. So this is going to be to do with gearbox and anything to do with the suspension, pretty much. I think it's brakes on this. Yeah, 2 calipers, 1 disc ventilated, and 1 pad. Two caliper, disc, ventilated, pad. Yeah, got that all right on the first try. Getting better at this game now slowly, because obviously, you know, career mode is a bit harder than sandbox mode. It's not all straightforward. You have to go back and forth until I unlock the tablet or whatever it is, the iPad, to buy stuff on. Right, so on this side I think it's just a disc that needs changing. Oh, the pad on this side's, yeah, pretty much brand new. And the caliper. So this car's in a really good condition. It's just wear and tear that needs changing basically. Let's get this wheel off. I think it's caliper and pad on this side. Yeah, it is. No problem. And then the other caliper and the disc is on the back, then the back corner. Right. Just putting the last pieces back on now. And then that's this job finished, and then we can move on to the Dodge Ram then, which don't know what's wrong with it. Obviously I picked the tidy one. I'm not going to be picking just a normal like fluid change or anything like that. Picking things that'll actually get me at least a bit of money. I mean, I got a feeling that Range Rover that I have or the Range Rover that I have right here, it's gonna pay me quite a bit. Let's see what's wrong with this anyway. Actually, never mind. Might not pay me much. Hopefully the RAM makes up for the false hope then. Okay, nah, not really, it didn't. So, inner tie rod, leaf spring plate, and a U-bolt. Pretty simple things to do. So, inner tie rod, a U-bolt, and what was the last thing I need to do? Small rubber bushing. One single small rubber bushing. Right. This is one long truck. I bet it's really heavy as well. Start at the back this time because, you know, most of the things are already at the back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, take this rubber bushing out and replace it. Not bad. Question is, do I have to take the wheel? No, I don't. I don't have to take the wheel off to replace this anyway. What if I... Oh, maybe I won't need to if I want to change the leaf spring as well. Just gotta get the plate off of this one. Alright, I got away with not removing the wheels on this, which is always good because the less parts that you need to take off, the quicker the job will be. Just hoping to get paid a lot more now. Right. In a tie rod. Yeah, pretty much at the start you're literally just grinding for money. You are, you know, it's quite hard to get money at the start. When you get your first project car and you actually do it all up and tidy and you actually sell it, that is your first big source of money. Normally. Right. Now that's this RAM sorted. Big car. Well, I say big car is a truck. It's literally a truck. That's that sorted. Not far from level 6 now. Ooh. Yep. Let's get the Sylvia. Supposed to be like a dark blue, but you know, I think this car's do a respray. Let's have a look what it needs doing. Right, it's timing parts and running gear faults. Right, no problem. Just gotta sort this car out first, which is a Alfa Romeo 8C, I think. Oh, I can get a Datsun in as well, because this has got a few parts that need changing, I should imagine. Okay, yep, more parts on the list, the more money I get paid. Seems to be the case anyway. Like this one now. Needs a few bits and pieces. Brakes, suspension. So 2 inner tie rods, 1 outer tie rod. That's the first thing I saw, so I will buy them parts. 2 inner, 1 outer. Right. Rear shock absorber cap and wheel hub bearing. So rear. bearing, and then it's one caliper, a disc, a ventilated disc, and 2 pads. One caliper, disc, ventilated, and 2 pads. Right, let's get to work on this car. This car is really small compared to that Ram that we just had in the garage. Yeah, right. So 3 wheels are all together gonna need to be removed for this job, because there is a few parts that need replacing. More parts the better though. I mean, I probably, well, I didn't even spend 400, well, I didn't even spend a full 500 CR on this car so far, so I doubt I'll actually get paid too much. But it's all good, it's all good. I mean, I could do the other jobs, then do that story job that is available, which is a Pontiac, I think. Not a real Pontiac, like the game's version. But yeah. Caliper. Oh, I need to take the hubcap off to get to the bearing. Yeah, because this is rear wheel drive, because it is, oh, it's electric as well. It's got an electric motor, which I guess this car did, because I think we've already done one of these cars on the last episode that I did on the career mode of this. Yeah, I think we did like 2 of these last episode. Sport tyre in. Get rid of all the little parts, all of these. Yeah, it's literally just this one back corner now that needs sorting. I'm not a fan of electric cars or anything like that. I mean, I do find probably learning about the motors a bit interesting, because it's something new then basically to me. I mean, anything new to me is interesting in a way. But electric cars I don't like anyway. It just, how the engines work then basically I'm interested in. Well, motors I mean. Probably well, a bit similar concept to the combustion engine, but you know, there is differences. Oh, this is me gone and separated the parts, but then reassemble the parts with a new cap. Get rid of all these now. So I've got 4 barn location maps that I could use anytime actually, because even though I've got 21,000 CR, I want to see how much money I have after all the jobs that I've got to do. Well, that are at the garage at the moment. That bumps me up to almost 22,000 CR. Alright, Range Rover now. Get this sorted. Then is the Sylvia, then the Datsun. This has a few pieces. Not much, but you know, good enough. Wheel hub bearing in a tie rod. Right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hub bearing. I did see steering rack as well. Whoa, whoa, didn't mean to do that. On sway bar rear end link as well. That's the one thing I didn't buy. Right, let's get this Range Rover up in the air and replace the parts that need replacing. Yeah, again, I'm not far off leveling up. When you're lowering the levels, leveling up is quite quick. You know, pretty fast process leveling up when you're lowering the levels. The higher the level you are, the more XP you need to earn to, you know, level up to the next level. Whoa. This is a inline 4. I don't think it's diesel. It might be, but I don't know. Whoa. Can't tell. Cannot tell at the moment. Now I got a feeling this is petrol. Yeah, this is petrol because it's got ignition coils. So I know for definite that it has spark plugs. I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah. Right, new steering racks in. I can put the rim back on. Put this rim back on as well. And then I can move to the part that needs to be changed in the back then, which I think is literally just the end link. Oh, and the bearing on this side. I forgot completely about the bearing. Get the axle out. So far, every bearing I've seen that needs changing has been really rusty. It has been really rusty at the moment. These cars end in really bad condition, but obviously it's literally just wear and tear on most of the parts anyway. Right, that's that done. Oh, almost 23,000 CR now. I'll be happy if I get to close to 25,000, because at least then I'll have enough money to actually afford a project then. Well, this is the car with the timing. Right. So timing chain, I for SR20. Tim. I for SR20. Boom. There is. Right, what other things? Timing chain shoe as well. So let me just do something. I thought SR. And I know I need water pump. Yeah, there's the shoe. Water pump and the pulley. Yep, that's an easier way to do it. And then rear suspension arm A and small rubber bushings. Rear suspension arm A is, and a small rubber bushing down there. Alright, let's get started with the engine. Oh, this engine, so realistic looking, because this is exactly how an SR20 does look. Right, so straight away I am going to drain the coolant, because I know I need to get to the water pump. I know I need that. Where I know that needs replacing. So let's start with getting the fan off. And the belts. Because I do need to take off pretty much everything actually. At the front. Except for the alternator. Alternator should be fine as it is. Yeah, I can get to the water pump now. Should be able to be changed without interfering with the timing cover. That is a very thin part of it for that chain. I was gonna say, I bet that chain like bends and curves quite a bit. I know I can't take that off until I take the rocker cover off. So all I have to do is take the ignition coils off to get the rocker cover off. It's not a problem. Just a few bolts. Two rusty ones. No, three I think. Yeah, three rusty ones. The rusty ones are like not yellow. They're like a orange, like a shade of orange. There we go. I can get the chain. Get rid of the old one. Put new one in. The new shoe on as well now, and I can put the water pump back together. Get the timing cover back on. Get the rocker cover back on. Ignition coils reinstalled as well. Right, power steering. Car now has power steering. It still doesn't run yet though, because I need to put the ignition coils back in and the rocker cover back on. Right, there we go. Rocker cover is going back on with new bolts that are not rusty. Right, there we go. Perfect. Anything to do with the engine now is done except for coolant. I need to refill the coolant. Before I forget. Right, do that. Nutside. Yep, that's the Sylvia's engine. You know, repaired and will run now for another few a few thousand miles. Right, that small rod bushing need to change it. No problem. By looks at rust have got that and just, you know, rotted all the bushing material away. Get them two. A brand new bush in there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Should get these pieces off. The rear spring and the cap and that. It's not a problem at all. That's that job done. Pretty quick. No, a really hard job. Hopefully get a bit of money for this. Yeah, oh, level up as well. Perfect. I don't really want to get any barn location maps anymore now then, basically. I don't want any more. Not for the moment anyway. Right, parking alley so I can get to the discount part. The part discount. Right, after this Datsun now I'm actually going to look for a project car. Which has been the whole aim of this episode. Is to actually get enough money to hopefully afford at least one project to start working on. Right, so this thing needs a few things done. Which is not a problem. Front shock absorber A. It's absolutely knackered probably. Front wheel hub, rubber bushing. Rubber bushing, front wheel hub. And absorber A. One caliper, one disc. A caliper, disc ventilated, drum and two cylinder caliper. I had to think then. I bet I've just completely messed that up. Oh, what? I didn't get the ventilated disc. I accidentally got a pad instead. No problem. Let's get this thing up in the air then. This car looks like I've seen real better days, like a lot of better days actually. Oh, I don't know. Underneath, actually in a decent condition actually. The bodywork is knackered. Bodywork, yeah, you know. The bodywork has seen better days, and the rims. To be fair, the tyres have as well. They look quite worn. That's the whole point of this game. Get jobs, replace the parts you're told to replace, and get money for it. Right, rubber bushing. The one lonely rubber bushing that needs changing. Right. Shock absorber off. Just basically did like a quick tear down of the parts that needed replacing. Oh, well, still need replacing, obviously. Put that caliber back on. Obviously, I can't do that yet. Need to disassemble the old one. Disassemble the old one and reassemble it then with the new shock. Every part in this car though is in bad condition, by the looks anyway, so you know, it'll make a little difference but not much. And then it's just one rear drum and both drum cylinders need changing. So this is, I think, the first car on out of the 2 episodes that I've done on the career mode so far that is the only one to have drums on the back, or on the car itself anyway. I could be wrong, but like, I think like this is the first car that I've actually needed to replace anything to do with the drum anyway. That's what I mean. I should have worded it a bit better, because I don't think this is actually the first car that I've seen with the drums on the career mode so far. But yeah, just gonna get this drum off now so I can get the cylinder. Take the shoe off first, it would help. Right, put the drum back in. And that's this car done. Oh no 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 no. No, it's not. Whoa. What needs changing? Wheel hub bearing. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Which one is it then? That was too close. I really don't know which one it is. Let me get rid of these pieces. I need to reassemble some parts as well, because alright. Oh, so it's not actually the hub, the front wheel hub altogether. So I've got to take the brake back off anyway. So it's actually just the wheel hub, the whole thing. It's not just the bearing, which, you know. Right, fair enough then. Right, just gotta go back a few steps to fix the car completely. Right, so it's the actual hub itself, not the bearing. I saw a hub. That was the only word I saw, so I thought, obviously I instantly thought it was a bearing. That's why I should have read. Oh, we've got a brand new hub bearing as well now. Might as well put in this car. You know, I didn't need to. So, well, at least the money's not gonna go to waste now. Or the actual bearing. We've got a brand new bearing there as well now, so fair enough, innit? Sometimes accidents can be good. Sometimes accidents can be good. Yeah, some have just got a free part now. There we go. Right, 23,453 CR. I reckon it's time that I start looking now. So yes, I do want to use all 4. Oh, I gotta get level 10. Ouch. Level 10 for the barn finds. Level 15 for car auctions. Scrapyard. Scrapyard. You know, it's gonna have to be the scrapyard that's gonna be my hero in this this episode. It's gonna have to be then. It's gonna have to be the scrapyard to get the first project going. Hopefully not too expensive as well. I mean, it'll actually probably be cheaper than buying a car from auction as well, so not a problem at all. Hopefully there is at least 1 or 2 good cars in the scrapyard. Let's have a look. Not what I was planning to do, mind, but I completely forgot that you have to level up a bit to go to the barns. First car here is whoa, I don't want to buy it straight away instantly. Do not want to buy. So Bolt Supernova, which is a Chevy. I think this is a 1969 Chevy. It's got a nice V8 OHV with 305 horsepower and 494 newtons torque. Obviously, he's definitely not making that at the moment. Price, ooh, 5,579 CR with a buying commission at 5%. So altogether, around about 5,800 CR. Okay, no problem. First option, really good. You know, potential for the car. There is potential. Possible a decent profit from it as well. Second car, absolutely. I'm just gonna have a look for a laugh. This is not gonna be a project. Cheap, don't get me wrong, cheap, but not a project I was hoping for. 85 horsepower, 134 newtons of torque out of a inline 3 dual overhead cam. Right, so second option, not what I'm looking for. Hopefully there's at least maybe 1 or 2 more cars to pick from. I thought that was a car then. It might generally just be the Supernova and that whatever that one car was. I think it was literally just that one, those 2 cars. Obviously scrap piles as well. Nah, I'm not gonna use any of these anyway because I can't repair them. Oh, there's one more car. One more car that I didn't notice was here. It's a BMW Z4. Well, inline 4. Oh, expensive though. Got less horsepower than the Supernova. Supernova at the moment is the best option, but I don't know whether I want to spend my money on that or go to a different junkyard and hopefully get a different car, or maybe even a better car than all 3 of the options I've seen so far. But Supernova is probably the best option, to be honest. Yeah, this car's let's actually have a good look as well. Gonna need a lot of work. Junkyard cars are in a way worse condition than barn finds. Nice car, don't get me wrong. I would like to buy it, but problem is I don't know if there's gonna be a better option in another junkyard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna return to the garage, go back to a different junkyard, and hopefully I get decently better options. I mean, I'm hoping for that anyway. Not saying that I actually will get better options, but you know, I can always hope for them. Right. I don't know if I made a mistake by not buying that Supernova. Don't get me wrong, it was a nice car. Probably had potential profit as well. Good potential with profit. Because obviously I'm looking for a good amount of profit to be earned. Obviously, I haven't got enough money to buy a car brand new. Yeah, I'm nowhere near that level yet to buy an actual brand new car. I mean, maybe a cheap brand new car, because I have got 23,000 CR points, but other than that, junkyard cars it is at the moment. I mean, I could have waited until leveling up 4 more times, and I could have used the barn finds, but you know what, might as well use a junkyard car for now. See no problem with them. Hopefully I get a good option from this scrapyard, because I only had, I mean, one good one from the last scrapyard, which was the Supernova. I mean, the BMW or whatever they called in this game was, you know, a good option. I can already see now. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to afford that. I'm telling you now, that's probably gonna be like quite expensive. Don't get me wrong, gotta be a really good profitable car if I had enough money to buy it. But that is not what I'm looking for. Right, so straight away, I've got another V8 Delray Custom with another V8 OHV with a bit more power, but it obviously these cars have you know, multiple engine choice. So even though it's got just the V8 OHV, I have got all those engine choices there, but I haven't got an engine stand yet. So this will come up to around about 11,000 CR points. I'd still say the Supernova was better than that, but obviously it's too late now. I should have bought it. I mean, I think I should have bought the Supernova. I mean, I could be wrong, but I do regret not buying it a little. Any other cars now in this scrapyard? Because obviously I don't want to go missing any cars. I see there's a car over here, but what is it? Right, inline 4. Couldn't tell you what that is based off. But yeah, again, this car also has a few engine options. Ooh, for a cheap price as well. Comes up to 3,300. Yeah, 3,300 CR points. Cheapest one so far. Could be a good project, I guess. just looking now, making sure I don't miss any cars, because I almost missed that BMW the last time. Let's have a laugh and look at this this Jaguar. It's gonna be a lot. Yeah. Oh. Yes, you know, not as expensive as I was expecting it to be, but the problem there is parts are expensive, not actually just buying the car. The car actually I was expecting to be a lot more expensive, but you know, parts is what I'm worried about. Like, probably just buying the body, like all the body panels for this would probably just drain my all my CR points. I should have just bought that Supernova. Like, I regret not actually buying it a bit, because it was the probably, I mean, that one car that's got the inline 4, I don't really want an inline 4 car for my first project. I want like a nice V8, because this Delray Custom caught my eye a little bit. But I don't really know what to do. It's hard choosing a car, especially from a scrapyard when there's like a few. Whereas with a like barn finds, there's normally just one or two cars, and like one car is good and then the next car is bad. Don't get me wrong, Jaguar is cheap compared to if I was to buy that from auction or find it as a barn find. But expensive parts, that's the problem with that one. Delray Custom is good. Not really looking for, I don't know, it's a nice car, but I'm gonna have to skip on this one. I do promise now, as long as this next junkyard has at least good cars in it, if it does have a good car in it that it catches my eye, I will buy the next good car that I see. Obviously, I'll look through all the options in the junkyard first. I'm not gonna, if I see one good car straight away, I'm not gonna go straight for that, because it could be a better car that is cheaper maybe. Don't get me wrong, that what I want to say it was like a Volkswagen Bora. Could have been like a Jet or anything, but it did look like that. That was good. It was cheap, which is perfect for me. It's just I don't really want an inline 4 car for my first project on the channel. So far, I want it to be at least a V8. That's what I'm looking for. So far, I've had 2 cars that I could have bought. I wish I bought the Supernova. Starting to regret a little now not buying that Delray Custom as well. Like, because they're good cars. They are good cars, but what I'm looking for is good profits as well. So even though that inline 4 car that I had just then, because I can't remember what it was called. Was it a Cat Girl or something? It's called something like that. But it had an inline 4. Cheap price, but I'm not gonna get much profit. That's what I want, is a good you know, a reasonable profit from the car, which is why I was not willing to buy the Jaguar, because even though it was cheap, I weren't willing to spend all my money on just parts for that. Question is it? Oh, there is it's a Porsche. Instantly, right? Okay, fair enough. How much is this? Bit more expensive than all the other cars, so nice car, don't get me wrong. 911 Turbo S. We've already done on the channel on the sandbox mode. A bit too expensive for my liking. I mean, if I had a bit more money, don't get me wrong, I probably would have bought that. But at the moment, it's literally just looking for a good car. They're just teasing me, these are, man, aren't they? These Jaguars are literally just teasing me. Yeah, that's a bit more expensive, probably in a bit of a better condition. But I'm not getting a Jag, and even though that Porsche was there, is expensive. Plus the parts are probably going to be a bit expensive as well. So I'm not willing to buy them cars. I'm just using my brain for once and actually trying to get a car with a decent profit after doing it all up and fixing it. But also, I don't want to spend too much of my money on it. Or on just buying it. Because obviously I can earn money from just doing jobs. This barn, this scrapyard, the cars that are in it, too expensive. Profits would have been high if I was to buy those cars. The profits would have been high. But compared to, you know, how much money I've got so far, the amount of money I would have spent on just one of them cars would have took about more than half of my money off me. I would have if I had like 50,000 CI. I would have bought one of them maybe. But, you know, I'm just using my brain. I don't want to just spend all my money just buying the car, because then I'll have no money left over to actually start, you know, replacing parts on the car. Which will probably be the body work, will be the first thing I replace. All the body panels. Like front bumper, the wings, the doors, mirrors, lights, and all that will be the first thing I start on. Or chassis repair, depending on how much chassis repair is, which is probably quite expensive depending on, you know, the condition of the car. Hopefully get some good choices in this scrapyard now. If we don't, then it's just me, because I should have bought that. Okay. Sprinter Terreno. Like I said, don't really want inline 4 for my first car. Cheap. Oh, nice and cheap actually. I already see a car there. I think that's BMW. Okay. 2 cars seen so far. Obviously, I haven't seen what car that was. I'm pretty sure it was a BMW. Then, oh, haha! Look what it is. A Bolt Supernova. Right, okay, right. We have a Bolt Supernova there. How much is this one? Cheaper. Cheaper than the other one that I found. Right. Okay. So far, so good. Bolt Supernova is looking like a buy at the moment. It's got what I want. A V8. Wanted a V8 car to start off with. Cheap. Could be a profitable car as well. Especially if I was to engine swap it. Which is an option, well, will be an option. Right, let's just have a look at this BMW. Oh, it's not a BMW. It looked like a BMW from the back. But it's a Volvo. Yeah, again, still not what I'm looking for. It's going to be the Bolt. It is going to be the Bolt. So we had a Sprinter Terreno. We've got the Volvo, the 240. I think it is a 240. But the winner, I was going to buy one of these anyway. I at the first, but now that I found another one that is even cheaper, I'm buying it. I'm not leaving this one. And this puts me down to 19,040 CR points. So I didn't spend too much on it. I can earn that money back. Plus now I have the first project car to start on the career mode and for the episodes to come. You know, obviously this is the first project car now we've actually got on the channel on the Car Mechanic Simulator 21 career mode. Let's go. I mean, even though, see what I mean, guys, like, even though I gave up the first Supernova I found, and like the Delray that had potential, could have bought the Jags, maybe the Porsche could have bought one of them. It's just, it would have took me a lot longer to actually repair them, and parts, they drained in my bank. They would drain all my CR points, like, very quickly. You'd be surprised, guys, on how expensive parts would be when you're on career mode. But for this now, for this Supernova, this 1969 Bolt Supernova, parts, you know, probably going to be a little bit expensive, but not as expensive as, you know, the Jaguar or the Porsche. But we've also got, oh, we haven't got as many swap options on this one as we did. No, actually no. We have alright swap options, but big but. There's a big but. I'm not going to be able to do swaps yet until I was to buy the extension, so I can buy the engine stand, so I can actually start it all. So I'm just gonna have a look. Let me have a look at it all for a sec. Would it be on this one? Yeah, engine tools there. 2,000 CR points. So, and the extension is 10,000 CR. So it cost me about 12,000 CR points just to actually, you know, start the engine swaps. So, what I want to do then, before I even do anything to the engine of this project, I'll do the body first, because I do actually want to swap the engine to the best possible. I'd say, maybe the 440 Magnum or the 440 6-pack would be the best option for this car. They're both Hemis, you know. Yeah, those two were probably the best option. The most powerful. I wanna put the most powerful engine swap in this, but obviously I gotta work my way up to the extension. So I gotta save up 12,000 CR points to actually start. Well, I say with the engine anyway, to actually start anything to do with the engine. But oh, that's right, I haven't even got a welder yet. I was just about to weld, and I'm not willing to pay 5 grand straight away right now on a welder. Even though it would be useful, but I think the most useful thing at the moment would be, actually, let's have a look. Let's just have a look for a sec. No, I'm definitely not buying another lifter yet. Most useful thing would be the tablet at the moment. So I'll buy the tablet. Another 500 CR points spent. Have I used up my tokens? I mean, like, my skill points. Yes, I got none of them. Right, no problem. That's the first project car anyway, guys. That is going to be on the channel for the Car Mechanic Simulator 21 Career Mode series, the first project. I'm not going to be starting it now this stream, but don't forget to tune in onto my next stream, which will be episode 3 of the Car Mechanic Simulator 21 Career Mode. That will be episode 3. So yeah, this is the end of this night's stream, I mean. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, become a channel member as well if you'd like to get updated on the secret project that's on the channel. Yeah, it won't be long as well. I say it won't be long, it'll probably be quite a while yet till I actually reveal what the secret project is. But so yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's stream. We have completed what I wanted to do in tonight's episode as well, which is buy the first project car. We bought it for about altogether around about 5,000 CR points. Obviously just spent 500 CR points for the tablet, which I can just press one button now. I don't have to go back and forth the computer. I can just go there, go straight to all the, and have access to all the shops and that, which will help with jobs, obviously the project. But yeah, so this car has a lot of potential. Like I was saying, you know, I do want to build my way up to get the extension and get all the engine tools, like the stand and, you know, the engine crane. But yeah, like I said, guys, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode and stream. Don't forget to tune in now for the next episode, which will be I don't know when it'll be now. But anyway, I hope you all will have a good night now, guys. And this is Wolfie. See you in the next one, guys. Out.